ladies and gentlemen. It is on the ticker. The 49ers, since I think the third round, have not had their picks tipped. So they have been announced at the podium, which has actually been kind of fun. There's no way that the 49ers would take Shador, right? I don't think they would. But maybe this is I think a potential offensive pick right here. Running back might be in consideration. Maybe offensive line. All right. We're about to find out who this is going to be. Oh, there we go. It's offense. Jed York just tweeted, let's change it up. It's offense. We're going offense, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going O-line or running back?
The San Francisco 49ers select Jordan Watkins, wide receiver, Mississippi.
Oh, the San Francisco 49ers select wide receiver Jordan Watkins, had 9 touchdowns in 2024, which is the most in the SEC. 5'11", 196. Runs a 4.4. This makes me feel like they totally were potentially going to go with Alec Manor, and they got sniped. But this looks like a guy who has pretty solid route running abilities, has the ability to go up and get the ball, has some speed. This was Jackson Darts, one of his wide receivers. Looks pretty solid. So the 49ers go wide receiver here. Oh, I wonder. That makes me wonder. Were they eyeing up Alec right there, and they got snagged, and so they went with a different wide receiver instead. I think they got sniped. They and they were close. They were close to getting Alec. Close. But all right, so the 49ers switch it up and they go wide receiver, and they go with the SEC product. All right, how do we like this pick? Let me know in the chat what you guys are thinking about this one. I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched much of him, so I got a lot more work to do on him.
Mother's Day planning doesn't have to be so stressful. Find and book nearby restaurants in seconds. It's perfect. Open Table.
The shooter who murdered my son carried an AR-15 into an elementary school and killed 20.
Alec Manor right here. So the 49ers have selected Ole Miss wide receiver. Was it Jordan Watkins? So Jordan Watkins definitely has some speed, that's for sure. We're gonna tap into his production here right after I get this posted up.
When I came back from the war, I became a homeless veteran. I was barely hanging on last year. The one thing that was constant for me.
All right, so let's take a look a little bit deeper into Jordan Watkins, the 49ers' newest wide receiver. Watkins, 5'11", 196 pounds. He had 49 receptions for 906 yards last year with 9 touchdowns. As we mentioned, 9 touchdowns led the SEC. He averaged 18.5 yards a carry. So bit of a sleeper pick for sure. He is a 5th-year senior. Looks like he started out his career in Louisville in 2020. He's produced decently throughout his last 4 years in college. In 2021 in Louisville, he had 35 receptions, 529 yards for 4 touchdowns. And then he transferred to Ole Miss in 2022, where he had 40 receptions, 449 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then in 2023, he took a bit of a jump with 53 receptions, 741 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And then had his big year with Jackson Dart in 2024 with the 49 receptions, 906 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns. So decently good producer. Again, he ranked in the 90th percentile with his 40 time, officially clocking a 4.37. Oh boy, we got a trade. The Seattle Seahawks just traded quarterback Sam Howell to the Vikings. Wow. Trade alert. The 49ers, or not the 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks trading their quarterback Sam Howell to the Vikings. We saw that they drafted a quarterback in Jalen Milroe. All right, so back to Watkins. Again, he 90th percentile and 40 with a 4.37. His vertical was 36.5. And he had a 10-yard split of 1.53, which was 74th percentile in this draft. Let's see. So he wasn't ranked. It doesn't look like he was ranked by the NFL. This is definitely a player that looks like was considered to be a undrafted player. From what I am seeing. Again, like I said, I didn't watch him, so I don't have a huge situation to be able to pull from in regards to reference. But in doing a little bit of research, it does seem like he wasn't. Is he even listed in the NFL's database? Interesting. I don't think he is even in the NFL's database.
He is the first pick of the 5th round.
Georgia defensive player, there's a bunch of them, and it's been like that for a long time. Inside, outside. Look, last year he could have gone in the portal and got a.
So let's see.
Stay at Georgia, wanted to stay with his guys, and ended up,
But he looks like a player just from some of the highlights that I've seen.